Marcy. Hope you're doing well. I have something new to show you. I made these fussy cuts for spring. And I made these, they're kind of like paint splotches, irregular shapes. And there's 2 pages of these full size, and then there's a single page with all of them together, smaller. Because you know, you could actually print them 2 up on a page, but then you have a lot of white, you know, left in the middle. So I went ahead and I put them closer together to each other so that they could be a little bit bigger. Because if you print these on a single page, straight from your printer, they're gonna be smaller, and there's gonna be like a big white space here in the middle. So I rearranged them so they could be just a little bit bigger, because I think if they get too small, you won't be able to see the words. So these are perfect for if you want to do a greeting card. You know, if you want to send somebody a spring or an Easter card, or you know, as a you could like hang this on the front of a gift bag, or stick it on like as your little gift tag on a package. You know, you can this is a pre-made card that's just ready to decorate, or like I get these also. I think I have one that's already open. Hang on a second. Okay. I know these are not missing because they're brand new. I haven't opened them yet. Okay, so here you have the card and the envelope to fit. They're ready to decorate and go. So what I thought I would do is just take my card and cover it with a piece of book page, and then put my little fussy cut on it. So here's the book page. My glue. Now I know you think this is art glitter glue, but it isn't. This is just regular PVA glue. In Italy they call it colla vinilica vinyl glue, which means PVA, which is polyvinyl acrylic. And I fill up my bottle, small bottle, with this because I like the way it comes out a thin line. But first, let's move all this. Let's get our craft mat. And I'm going to put some glue stick all over it, and then PVA glue on the edges. Of course, it's not coming out. Clogged up. 1 second. Okay. just put a thin line of glue. Didn't get very much glue stick there. You probably can't see that, but I can see the shine from the light there. And I'm just gonna hit it with my finger to smooth it out so there's no lumps or bumps. And we're gonna put our, I think I want to put this on kind of at an angle. Smooth it out, and we'll just trim it. Not these scissors. These are not the. I have two pairs of scissors that are almost identical, and this, I like the large ones. I don't know why the other ones have something. They're not quite straight or even or something. They get hung up. These are much smoother cutting. Oh, I should probably try cleaning the other ones. Or sharpening them. I have everything I need to do that, but it's just easier to find this pair and go for it. Okay, now we're ready to do our fussy cut. So let's see, what do we want to put here? If we want to do the card sideways, we have Happy Spring, Happy Easter, Bloom and Grow, Isn't Lovely the way? That's pretty. I like that one. Or we have just little ones. I want to see first if I could get a bigger one because it's just much easier to read. Let your dreams blossom. You're blooming amazing. I love them all. And then if you want one that's a vertical, glorious. Nature has the best box of crayons. Well, let's do this one. I saw some tulips today when we were driving around. It's pretty big row of tulips. It's like kind of out in the middle of a field. Someone had just, I know they planted them there because tulips do not normally come back, at least not very strong. In the second year, you have to replant them unless you get the ones that naturalize, and then they tend to grow in clusters. This was just like a long, wide row of beautiful dark pink and white striped tulips, just in a field. I think possibly they have done this as a border between two fields without a fence or something. I don't really know, but it was just absolutely gorgeous. Or maybe they're growing them, I don't know, to sell or to cut as cut flowers, but I don't know. So that's pretty. I like that. Now, if we want to gussy this up, we could take maybe some watercolors and just do kind of a random kind of pattern, random kind of design there. Or you could leave it like this. That's very pretty. And then just decorate it. Like maybe put it here, glue it down, and then do some kind of decorating here with a bit of fabric and lace or something. It will have to be kind of flat because I want it to fit in the envelope. Let's do that. But hey, the watercolor, if you're into doing watercolors, I'm not any good at painting, but you know, I think I could probably come up with a splatchy blatchy kind of thing. Well, let's do this one this way, and then maybe we'll do another one with watercolors. So anyway, I saw those tulips, and they were so pretty. Well, come on, glue, just cooperate, will ya? Okay, here we go. If you hear kind of like a rumbling noise, that's my dryer. It's very noisy. We have it on the porch, and I'm near the French door that goes out to the porch, so you hear it. If I don't stay up on the laundry, it's just, I've said it before in my videos, so my son has all these sports activities, and if I don't wash and dry at least one load a day, get really behind, and we just get buried in mountains of dirty laundry. Okay, so let's do some kind of scrappy, shabby kind of something or other here. I have all kinds of little snippety things here. Let me pull some of them out. Scrappy pieces. Whenever I trim a ribbon or a piece of lace or something, I just drop them over here on the side, and when I need them, they're here. Where is that pile of stuff? I just have all kinds of stuff here. Oh, here's some blue. Look. Oh, where'd that come from? I don't know, but it goes great there. Now let's get some. Let's get some of this because it's a little raggedy. I like that. And oh, here's my other. Here it is. Like this little dish of stuff. Let's do that smaller. I just plop them in here as I'm using stuff, and I know that I will eventually want it for one of these projects, because I like to use everything up. I don't like to throw it away, because, you know, then when you need to scrap, you don't know. That looks pretty good. This is good. Okay, so let's get a piece of this. Don't need the fabric scissors. Fabric scissors. Yesterday, or the other day, my husband, he received a package, and he comes upstairs with it, and these were lying on my desk, and he goes to grab them, and I'm like, no! Those are my fabric scissors. I'm like, these are sacred. Don't touch them ever. And he's like, okay. Gosh. And so I put them back in their hiding place immediately, because like, those orange scissors are sacred. You're not allowed to use them. Okay. So he got out his pocket knife. He was looking. Oh my gosh, I got my head bit off. You know, all I wanted to do was open a package. I'm sure you can relate. Anyway, so let's do something like this. Get this going on here. Not too much. Remember, we want to put it in the envelope. Oops. There's the envelope. Don't go away. But I want some other paper there too. And I think I'm going to use this, because this has been lying here waiting to be used. And I can always print it again. This is from my friend Penny, and that's just Penny. And this is from her Heritage Papers kit, personal use 2021, and this page, this is the Heritage Recipe Extras, and you'll find her, just do a search That's Just Penny. It's all one word with no spaces. That's Just Penny. Look for that on Facebook and you'll find her groups, and she has this as a freebie. It's a whole kit. It's not just, I mean, she has so much stuff. It's just unbelievable. Just so generous. And tons and tons of freebies. So let's do something like this. We want to distress that. Sure we do. Of course we do. We want to distress that. Let's try. Hang on. So anyway, oh, I'll just, you know what I'll do is I'll put the links to Penny's groups in the description of the video. Hey, that'll be good. You can find it right away. And make sure you answer the the questions. You know, agree to the rules, and she'll let you in. I'm actually an admin on a couple of her groups, so I can let you in too. But anyway, I want to do this so that you could see the writing, but I want it to be wonky, a little bit crooked. How's that? I like that. I like that. So anyway, get in the groups, in her group or groups, one or more of her groups, and get the freebies. Now, where are you gonna go? You need to go somewhere where you're not gonna cover. But I just like those words. I love. Well, it must be, you know, as my whole career was in bookkeeping and finance, so I like ledger sheets. They make me feel right at home. Excuse me. This thread needs to be chopped up a little bit more. To more pieces. That's good. Oh, don't get too chunky. Don't get too bulky, because you got to go in that envelope. That should be good. Can we see that? Can't see it that much. I put too much stuff. Like this. Oh, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna first glue down this, okay? And then we'll get the other stuff going in. We'll just be careful not to cover it up too much, because I like this little. Okay, now get our scrappy pieces. And don't cover up the words. Don't cover up that. Like this. But did I leave too much space here? Do I need to do something with that? Go like this, and then do this. Cooperate, will you? Something like that. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I like that. So let's get the little strip of glue going off to the side here. Because otherwise you got that naked space there. It just looks, I don't want it too straight. I want it to be a little bit crooked. I like it to be crooked. Then get this. Gotta get it right side up. Yeah, that's right side up. It's got the little embroidery on on the tool. I like that so much. We'll just glue this part of it and leave the little, these are like either supposed to be leaves or part of a petal. I'm not really sure. I think it was part of a petal that got cut off and used some other place, but hey, that's okay. It still looks pretty. I like it. Let's get this. This going up here and stick that down like that. I don't know. I'm not really totally convinced. Just gonna. I can cut off some of that if it's too much. Some of that tool sticking out there. Get out of the way. I like that. Oh, we need something. We need something. Do we need a little flower? A teeny tiny flower? Or do we need, oh, I got this Avril yarn. It's just so pretty and so delicate. I love it. We could just do like a little thing of Avril yarn. Like that. And leave the, I don't know. It doesn't show up enough. I got this to go on because, you know, see how it goes so beautifully on natural color. No, don't want Avril yarn there. What do we want? What do we want? Let's try a little flower. And where did I see this? In my blue box. Let's pull out the blue box. So I have all these little boxes of, well, come on, Marcy. You're knocking stuff over. I have these little plastic boxes with things separated by color, trims and whatnot. These are my larger pieces of fabrics and trims, and we could pop on one of these little mulberry paper flowers. And we could pop one on there. So what color would be best? One of these. Those are too turquoise. Too much turquoise. Need more of a shabby blue. Do you want a light one? Or a dark one? Come on, give me a dark one. Come out of there. A light one, or a dark one, or both. Oh, that's really pretty. Is it gonna fit in my envelope? Well, there's only one way to find out. You could see everything. See all the elements. You could see that. All the pieces. Well, one thing that I usually do before I use a book page is I make sure there's no naughty words on it. Or nothing, you know, like really distracting or weird or negative. So I don't see anything bad. It could be distracting. Yeah, this is But you know, if that bothered you, you could do what I was saying first, is hit it with some color, like just random. You could use distress ink. You could use alcohol inks. You know, spray it, or use a brush to apply it in splotches or splashes, and it would still look really cute if you take one of these fan brushes. Hang on, let me find it. Where's my fan brush? Fan brush. Here's my fan brush. Take a fan brush and splash drops of ink or watercolor. You know, just at first you want to cover up the words so it doesn't. Let's get a little strip of paper to do that. Cover that up. Don't want to splash on that. And let's do some okay, here's my watercolor palette. I think I want to use this dark blue here because it's pretty close to the color, the edges of that flower. So I'm gonna just of course I knocked the camera. I always do that. Get that pretty wet, very liquidy, so that we can splash it around. And what you do is you take your pencil or something, or you can just use this. It's pretty, but I think I want some bigger splotches too. So I'm gonna take my round brush. I'm gonna get it nice and wet. And I'm gonna pick up some color. I'm gonna wet it again. And then just kind of do some splotches in a couple of places. Move it around. And I actually just run off. Sorry, I got my other brush in my mouth. I had to talk with a brush in my mouth. That's not very. Gosh, I told you I wasn't good at this. Because I want it to run down. Okay. And then I'm gonna splash splash it on again, but with this bigger, wetter brush. I want to get, there we go, some bigger splotches. That's what I wanted. These others were just too fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go dry it. Be right back. Okay, well, it's almost dry. I hit it with a hair dryer. And, you know, I actually think I kind of like this. Probably should press it after it's dry. Press it to get it nice and flat again. But I like it. But I think, you know, the best thing would be is to first color the book page and then glue it all together. You know, don't do it as you go the way I did it. So, but of course that's, you know, totally optional. And I wanted to do another one with so I thought we could do one with you know, more scrapbooky, more junk journal-y kind of look than not so much of an artsy look. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I need to try this. Okay. Let's get this water out of here before we spill it and make a big, huge mess. I don't allow liquids in my craft area because I know how I am. See, I don't trust myself because I just know how I am. Okay, so let's get another blank card. Where did I put the card blanks, guys? You know, they were right here. Because otherwise, how did I get that other one out of it? I don't know. Probably here on the floor. Yeah, here they are. Here on the floor. I have a very, very small craft area. So stuff gets, I go vertical. Up on the shelves, down on the floor. So this could be like that. No, not these. And let's create this one. I would love to see what you come up with. You know, you can tag me on Facebook or Instagram, Pinterest. Send me a message. I would love to feature your, you know, photos of what you make with my designs. I have a group on Facebook, and I will put the link down below. Come on in, join the group, and share what you make with my designs. Be very helpful to me and very interesting to the other members, I'm sure. Give them ideas. Creative inspiration. Okay, so with this fussy cut. Okay, and then we're gonna put it here like this. And then do a little butterfly. What do you think about that? But we need a background. So I have right here in front of me a scrap that's the right color. And it's not one of mine, but who cares? I use other people's designs all the time. I'm you know, essentially a crafter who also designs. I know a lot of other designers who are essentially designers and not crafters, and I mean, I'm not being critical, but you can tell when they're making crafts. And hey, that's okay. Everybody has their strengths, and they're probably way better designers than I am, you know. And it's absolutely not a criticism. I'm just saying that we all have different talents, and kind of I've watched people, you know. Like I said, it's not a criticism, but sometimes, you know, you watch someone doing something on a video. Maybe you're doing this right now on mine, and you go like, oh, you want to help her fix that, you know, because you have a better idea. But hey, anyway. But I see other people's pretty designs, pretty work, and I get distracted, and I go off trying to, I'm crafting with their stuff rather than staying and doing, you know, new designs for my own shop. I don't know, is that bad? Whatever it is, that is what it is. And it is what it is. And so I am, shall we say, 80% crafter, 20% designer. I think that's fair to say. Sometimes I do get on a crafting binge and forget all about designing, or vice versa. I get on a designing binge and then I just really, really miss my crafting now. Let's see, where are we with this? I want it more down here, this way, because I want those pansies. I love pansies. I love pansies, and my favorite color is purple, so if we have a chance to get pansies in there, or violets, which are very similar, and if it's purple, hey, that is good. That is a good thing. So let's trim this off and see what we got here. And if I have too much colors and stuff going on in the spot where I want my little fussy cut, because I want that to stand out, I can hit it with some gesso. I can hit the black background with a little bit of gesso to tone it down. But we'll see what happens. So I think this particular scrap has a nice blank spot, and if it is where I want it to be, then we're gonna all be so happy. Yeah, look, I think this is gonna work. Now I don't want to cover up so let's turn this, and will this work? Is it better this way? You know, I could make this into kind of a journaling card rather than a greeting card, so it doesn't matter if it's hanging off the side, because it won't have to go in an envelope, theoretically. Do you like it better this way? Or this way? And to be completely radical, flip it and do this. A spring and butterfly up here near the pansies. Actually, it would be cute if you kind of overlapped a little bit like that. Oh yeah, this. I like this. And then we'll put, I don't know, maybe some bling on the butterfly. Okay, so I cut this out using my my silhouette. I do not have a silhouette cameo. I have a silhouette portrait. What is that, you say? You ask. Well, I reply, it is the same exact machine, but it does portrait size. It takes portrait size papers. You know, either letter size if you're in the US, or A4 if you're somewhere else in the world, like Europe or whatever, like I am. And instead of 12 by 12. Well, since I thought, you know what, it costs like half the, I get it on sale, it was half the price of the 12 by 12 machine. And I like this because two things. Well, three actually. It's identical, it does exactly the same stuff as the 12 by 12 does. I never buy 12 by 12 paper, if I can help it. I think in my entire collection of papers and whatnot, I have less than 20 pieces of 12 by 12. You know, I was not into regular scrapbooking before I came into junk journaling. I was into digital scrapbooking, which is you never print out your stuff, or you print it out after you're already done with your layout and you're adding your photos and whatnot. So I don't have a big collection of 12 by 12 paper. So that was one reason. And the other one was I don't have space for a big old machine. So I got the portrait. And look at this. This is my machine. And it's really that small. I mean, you can almost see the whole thing right here, right? Excuse my little sticky notes because that's just to remind me of the settings and whatnot and things that I need to do. And here it is. It's just like the Cameo, but it's called Portrait. Uses the same software, everything, same process, same procedure, same blades, everything. So I got that, and I'm real happy because it takes up hardly any space at all in my. In fact, I have two printers, and they're on a little thing, a wooden thing, like that lifts them up off the higher up off the workspace, and so underneath I can put stuff underneath there. So yeah, the video cut off. I was saying like I can put things underneath my printers, and I just slide my portrait under there, my silhouette under in there, and when I need it, I just slide it right out, and it's ready to go because it's right there where the, you know, I have a hub, a USB hub where the printers and all of my USB things are plugged in there, and also there's a place to plug in the power to, so nearby, so it's ready to go. I just slide it out and pop in the paper, whatever I need to cut on the mat, and it's ready to go. And so anyway, it cut out, and this is what I had done. I had glued this butterfly on, and I chose these 3 little bling flowers, and I'm gonna glue those on with glossy accents, because you may know of glossy accents for making your things, elements on your pages and your ephemera shiny, but you may not know that it also works really neat, really well as glue adhesive for plastic. And if I can convince it to come out of the, okay, it has its own little place in my cart, and it fell down in between some other stuff, so you just need a drop of it, and it's really good for gluing plastic to paper or other things. Now if you have E6000, that works too, works great, but I like I have both, you know, I have E6000, but I like the tip on the glossy accents. It's much more Marcy friendly. The E6000, I just have, it's just that really fine tip, and it doesn't always like me and doesn't always cooperate with me very well, so I use my glossy accents, and it's having a little fit. There's a bubble in there, so it's trying to leak out, and we'll just close it up and it'll stop doing that. Okay, so here's my little card, my little fussy cut backed onto a scrap of paper, and my silhouette butterfly, and this is good. This I was saying before, I don't know if it was part of it that got cut off when the video stopped, because my phone was not charged and I didn't realize it. And I was saying you could just, this is oversized for the envelope, you know, because of the butterfly wing. I left it sticking off. I like it that way. You could just make your own envelope for it with a pretty piece of paper, wrapping paper, or, you know, printable paper, or with tracing paper. So it looks like yeah, what do you call it? Vellum. And then just decorate the outside of it. But I like it like this, to just hang. I have my little display area here. You can't see it, but there's like, I hung a piece of twine, and I have you know, clothespins that I've decorated, and I just clip them on there, and I change it out with the seasons and whatnot. So that's gonna look so cute on my little hanging from the twine. And this one is almost dry, this other one. So this is just a couple of quick little cards, because I really should probably do some, I should have done, because it's too late now. Today was the last day of school before the Easter break, but I normally do something for the teachers at Christmas and Easter. But you know what, I'll just, this is the last year, my son's last year at school, so we'll do it as like a, right before finals, do some teacher appreciation, things like, you know, bye, thanks for being a great teacher kind of gifts, okay? Instead of, we'll skip Easter this year. I didn't have a lot of time on my hands. Oh, by the way, be sure to check back. Well, I have a new playlist, and it's called How to Botanical. And that's hashtag How to Botanical, all one word, okay? And why do you have that, Marcy? Well, it's because I will be later this month. I think it's, my day is the 27th. I'm in a collaboration this month with Rach and Bella Crafts, and lots of designers and crafters, and we're all making botanical journals and or projects, and botanical craft projects. And my day is, I believe it's the 27th. Check the I'll put the, here's the calendar, so you can see my day. And there's some really good stuff on there. Check out the other videos while you're waiting for mine. And mine is going to be Fussy Cuts. So we did Fussy Cuts today, but my Fussy Cuts, you know, these are my own design. The Fussy Cuts for the How to Botanical collaboration, I will be doing some using the kit from Rach and Bella Crafts, and some of my own, which will be a freebie for you. So check out the link for these. It'll be in my shop, and in my shops, and come back on the 27th to watch the other Fussy Cuts that I'll be doing for the collaboration. Have a great day or night, whatever time it is where you are, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.